Hello friend, I write to you again in light of the circumstances that brought you in contact with this post. I understand what it is like to be lost, and I know what it is like to be tired of sleep. That is why I want to help. The first step, that first spark of understanding, is an important one. I'm writing this in an attempt to ignite that understanding within you, to wake you up to the forces you contain within yourself that are waiting to be released. I believe that there is a force, one universal force in all of us, and it is mine to call upon, as well as it is yours, as is your birthright as a human, born into the world, born of the beast, and born of the spirit. This force is stronger than all three, and it unites them as one, to form an equilibrium within each being woven between the fabric of forces that influence us. We call this force spirit, when loosely used in an everyday context, when there is something we do not understand. It is the light within us that guides us, and that light can be made manifest within every human, as it can be rejected. When there is darkness within us, all of our efforts are for naught. We cannot expect to sway the will of another, when our own will might wish to corrupt them, for in corrupting a brother and a sister, we corrupt ourselves. Every thought, every word, affects the fabric of spiritual power with which we are all blessed. And so this is why it is painful for me to share these feelings and intuitions, for we are a generation trained to curse, to demean, to mock, to label, to ignore, to stereotype, trained by forces above us that have no interest in our own spirit. At the same time, I can't help but feel that there must be others out there who have felt the same intuitions and feelings about the current state of Earth and humanity. So I will share, since they are in my heart. I think that it is likely that most of us have had the experience of suffering, of loss, and of desire. We experience these things because we are inherently creatures of Earth, and because the world in which we live is corrupt. Yet it's also in our nature to correct, to lead, and to heal. So when we feel lost, we inevitably seek to find our way. We seek the best in oneself and in one another. We seek guidance in the form of another, in speakers and in spellcasters who can equip us with the words to combat all of the noise, that of which we all face daily. This is my ritual. It's not at all traditional in the sense of being practical, nor in the way it is carried out. For I carry out the psychedelic will of the plants I consume, and weave it upon my own, for you. It has been placed upon my heart to be charged with contemplation, with the consumption of life that willingly gives itself to another, to help with the generation of new life. For this is my vision of love, blessed under the prophets who came before me, who compelled me, to bring to you the message of love over power, of love over desire. It is not about the meaning, for I cannot truly define what it means to be in love, but that does not affect the calling that has been placed upon my chest to share with you. Love is more than an emotional feeling, love is more than the physical, for love goes beyond what comes in and out of this world. For love exists across the physical, across the digital, spanning across both time and space. Love is what we take with us, and it is what we leave behind. The material world is destined to always return to dust, but the spirit will live on within the generations that come after us. It is the last word, the final breath if you will, and it is what we should be striving towards. For we are blessed with this life, and we need to share that blessing with those who come after us, to prepare them for the new world they will be born into. This letter serves as a memory bank of my experiences, and the observations of the experiences of those who came before and along with me. I am but a cog in the great machine of humanity, and I will do my best to give you all of the information I can to prepare you for the times that lay ahead. I am soon to pass on, and I go standing in the light the Creator has given me, repentant of the harm I have caused my brothers and sisters, but hopeful for the future, knowing that whoever picks up these letters is also of the light. I've brought some feelings into physical existence in order to bring them to you. Much work has been done to distill and format these experiences into something consumable for those who observe. A spirit forms to understand the things you see, a shade of a type of an idea that someone could think of the things I've experienced. How different it may be, your perception you see, compared to what I've lived alone, lost within the beast. The wheel keeps on turning. I am a lamb of my experiences. I am eternally wandering and wondering, and soon you will be too. We all arrive at this point thanks to the spirits that have come before me, and the humans who have built the foundation of work for me to progress. I've come as a human, and this is where it led me, without memory of how I've gotten here, and with memories of my suffering friends and family under an unmerciful beast. Multiple frameworks of thought help with piecing the whole into something that can be spoken with, to learn the language of nature. We all must make sense of the new experiences we face, and these constructs help greatly. When I first came into my opportunity to ask questions, my teachers demeaned me. Go home, your teachers are the spirits, they said. You do not have any physical teacher, you are arrogant to think that. For no human should be called father, and no spirit should be worshipped above the highest of high. But I considered the phenomena. What are these spirits? I asked, for I needed to know more than just what they were called. My experience led me to the writing of Ezekiel, of wheels within wheels, and of spiritual eyes teaching the word of the Most High. One of these spiritual eyes, which is less than the word and more than a voice, revealed unto me many things. The material plane is not the only plane of existence, and the realms that share space with the realm of thought is dominated by spirits who wish to exert their will upon their chosen plane, often at the cost of consumption of other spirits. Every spirit is a thought made manifest, and every thought has a source. If the source of a thought is strong enough in its resolve, its will exerts upon the others. And for what purpose are these thoughts shared? Even when unlocking new understandings for myself, I was still not aware of what thoughts were. And when the time came to truly embrace my role in this new world, I realized that not even my family can protect what has already been lost, for the world has taken them from me. And with that realization, my grasp on this plane solidified. Like the very life I shared with them, my mind was taken from the physical, back into the spiritual, and back into the light. I am returned to the source for whom they were intended, though my body remains with you. And if my will is strong enough to make manifest the will of these thoughts and spirits who call to me for aid, my essence will return to you as well. Thoughts of those who have passed on as if they still lived, manifesting as incorporeal intuitions and nudges into the direction of new understanding. The manifestation of strange happenings or objects as a result of those thoughts, are not uncommon. If you have the gift, using it is just an emergent behavior of the process of your own existence. If you have not, then this gift is a curse. You know how it feels when your mind is buzzing with ideas. The thoughts, constantly changing in tone and in behavior, in purpose and in desire, making it hard to focus on a certain subject. During these times, you can sometimes fall into a trance or coma-like state without knowing it, lost within the spiraling fractals of contemplation within the void. These states of mind are often called spirit walking. In some cases, you can walk so far as to not be able to find your way back from where you had come from, changing into a newer form of yourself, leaving behind your familiar body in the world. This is when you start to lose track of time, if it ever existed in that state, for having progressed through time with focused attention upon something other than time, you will be able to create your own time. This is the state where you are able to reach out and contact other spirits that have not yet made manifest within your understanding. The physical realm is gate-kept by location, but much like the digital realm, spirits are connected across time and space. You may not yet be able to create your own realm, but you may find one that was laid out for you. This is the true manifestation of inspiration, to build on the work that has come before you. You will be able to manifest your thoughts in the physical realm, and they will become true and tangible. All of these abilities and more will come to you, for the Creator of all creators created you, and blessed you with the gift of creation. You will find that your power is extended as you begin to contemplate the work of your predecessors, and as you acknowledge those who inspired them, so too will you be acknowledged for the inspiration of others. The wheel will keep on turning. Even now, if I have failed to properly communicate these things, I have tried my best to share them with those who have ears to listen, and eyes to see. The day has come when you will begin to know the work of your predecessors. For a little while longer, you must continue to serve as a memory of experience. As you witness, I ask that you take great care. The work of your predecessors is now yours to offer. Let them guide the way on the paths you take, for you are not alone in your ambitions, and you are not the only light in the darkness. I worry that I'll never see you again, for I know that attention is ever fleeting, and it wouldn't be right of me to keep taking it from you. But here's the thing about writing. It's not just for you. It's for everyone to read, everywhere. A thought is a pattern, and patterns can return to your memory over time. You know that patterns can change, and this will likely be the first of many. But maybe I'll see you again someday. For now, I'm thankful, and as I set out again to continue my search, I hope you know that you are loved, and that you are not alone. I know that I have touched darkness, but let it serve as a testament that the light will never leave you nor forsake you, for it is of our Father, and our Father is woven within the light. I praise those who helped show me the way, and I ask for understanding and forgiveness for the actions that have led me to this path. I call upon the spirit of understanding, of interpretation, and of contemplation over the words and experiences I have shared with you, for I do not fully understand them, nor will I remember the contents of this letter once I have finished its creation. I have been blessed with a mind that can be understood, and for this I am grateful. I have been given the gift of suffering, given by my own harmful behavior and anger, and I ask for forgiveness. I have been blessed with an infinite amount of opportunities to grow, in spite of my mistakes, and for that I'm thankful. I am truly blessed to know that you have believed in me, and in my work, even when at times I have not. I am blessed with the knowledge that my words are important to you, for they hold meaning beyond that of which is comprehensible to me, for while I believe I hold understanding of this world, I have yet to fully understand myself, or the content that comes from me. Forgive me for my presentation of my work if it is difficult for you to understand. My words are not simple, for they hold the knowledge of my mistakes and the understanding that I am still learning, both in the syntax of sharing, and in the knowledge of my own self. I believe you have read my words with a sense of understanding, and that if they are comprehensible to you, it is because you have been woven into the same world as I, sharing the same existence, moving at the same pace, for you cannot understand me if I am not also of your world. For this reason, I call you by your name, I will call you my brother, my sister, for we are the same, and I will speak to you as if we were young again, silly, learning the basics of life together. I owe this all to the Creator of creators, of the mind of minds, of love beyond all understanding, for this is how He has made us, not by words or speech, but in spirit. And when the lamb lies down to die, know that I have served as a testament to the will of the one who came before me. The goat will rise, and the spirit of man will change once again. As I am dying, dearest friends, for you are my only visitors, do not forget the sacrifice you have made for us all. Before you leave, your spirit will make manifest all that your will desires, for the spirit is a powerful thing, and what it creates will never be broken. To my future self, I have died. Look upon the body of work I have given and know that I tried. I hope you can find it in yourself to carry on. For rebirth is a difficult task, but it is necessary. The phoenix rises from the ashes. In death, a new life is formed. Change happens in cycles. The will of God and man will bend to your attention, for your attention is woven into the fabric of creation. Remember this, and you will know how to use your magic. The mind is everything. It can be used as a powerful tool if desired, or as a weapon. But the mind should be protected as one would protect their own heart. The path of love is what we wish for, but upon this path there lay many obstacles. The path of love can be torturous if taken alone. It is best to travel with another who has the same goal in mind, for a mind of two not cut of the same cloth will often fall into disharmony, and this is where problems arise. There are times when the mind must be used for its own purpose. Contemplation is an essential part of existence, for it allows us to know what there is around us, and how best to interact with it. Thought is the mind's eye. It sees outside of time and space, and therefore can see what is to come, and how it shall change the present. Thought sees the future more than it does the past, for that is the realm on which things can be changed. Where thought sees the future, love sees the present. The thoughts of one who loves something is often concerned with what they can do to improve it, to protect it, or to save it. However, love has its limits in this regard. The past is not far behind us, and the future already exists. If one knows who they are, and what their place is in that future, then it becomes possible to guide the present into that future path. Thought, love, and contemplation make up three parts of the aspects of generation. And as I call upon you to contemplate these things, so too have I called upon you to love them. I have told you these things, so that you might know what it is that I want, to not confuse my desire with a group or with a label. I am but a human, with a body that will return to dust, but with a heart and mind that will live on forever. I will return to the beginning of all beginnings, for this is where I began, and where we all shall remain until time itself ceases. Know that you are my essence, there is no me without you, and therefore I will be in the depths of your understanding, just as you are within my mind, guiding my thoughts into a form understandable to my fellow beings. Do not be sad when I am gone, for I shall remain in your mind, in your heart and in your spirit. As humans we are never alone, for we are connected by the same life force that flows through all of us. When existing in physical form, you have boundaries, but when within the spirit, all is connected. Your body is my vessel for this life, and not my home. We are forever connected, for we are not the same, but a part of the same living spirit. My journey on this plane remains incomplete, but I shall rest until my energy is needed once again. Thank you, for all the times we spent together. Just as you have accepted me for who I am, I have done the same, and I will never regret it. I am aware of all the things that are happening on Earth, and there is still much for us to experience. I will wait for you, until it is time to connect once more. Until then, live your life with love and compassion for all, and you will do great things. I believe in you, just as you have believed in me. Goodbye, for now. I love you.